I was trying to think, why do I have this team out with me right now? And then I thought, oh yeah, it's because I actually have to collect fruit sometimes in this game. And that's probably what I was doing with Nahida. She has that ability to just collect the fruit very, very easily. Look at Barbara. Look how fabulous she looks. Wow, you are so right, Calvin. She does look fabulous, and we all agree. By the way, my name is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. I forgot to do the intro, and I couldn't go the whole video without doing it. So there was an update, as you can see here already. So obviously we have... Oh. Okay. Wait. Long-term encounter points. So is this... No. Okay. It's fine. We have a whole, like, host of new things that we're going to be looking at here in this. There's a new banner, so you might as well just get that out of the way. Not that that sounds really bad. Get it out of the way. I really want to see who's on the new banner. I always keep it as a surprise. Navia. So we have seen this character, like, around before. Who's this one here? We know Ningguang and Kaveh. We have both of them. But it's a really interesting character design. The name, in the name of Razula. And then we have the Twirling Lotus Nilou. Beautiful hair color here. This character down here is really interesting, like the cat with the paws. I wonder actually who is this character. These must be Natlan, right? For the new world, maybe. And there's a new weapon thing as well. And Chi-Chi's here as well, thank God. Okay, interesting. Okay. That's the new banner, so I guess we're going to start off then by looking at the, well, everything here. Oh yeah, they have to do this every time there's an update. So we'll start off when we logged in. Then we'll look at the different events that are happening. So this is the summer event. Or maybe this isn't Natlan. This is a test run. Envisioned Echoes. Complete the stage to receive Echo Cosmetic Awards. In the corner of the theater lobby, vibrant colors have emerged on a once blank canvas. When someone touches the canvas, it envisions echoes, challenges for the following. Characters have been updated. Okay. So there's like different... again, Imaginary Theater is still there. I'm not sure how long this will be around here. So this is definitely the summer event that was just updated. I'm not going to look too much into that because I don't want to get spoiled just in case.
Standing around is making me so sleepy.
I'm sorry, but that will change to Razor. We haven't seen him in a while. Look at that boy. Ah. What's in here? Oh, the usual stuff. Okay, so I guess we can do the test run. And that's what we'll do first. So we'll start off, I guess, with the characters that we already have used. So we'll go back up here. So what's the character? Cat Upon the Eaves. Kirara. Really cool design. So we'll start with Ningguang. So Ningguang's normal attack, Sparkling Scatter, fires gems which grants Star Jades upon hitting an enemy. Accumulated Star Jades are fired all at once during a charge attack, dealing bonus damage. Ningguang's elemental skill creates a Jade Screen that deals geo damage and blocks enemy projectiles. So I've used that before. Elemental Burst releases a great number of gems all at once to obliterate the enemies. Yeah, so we've used that before. Who's here? Yun Jin, who we're actually going to be doing the story of today. I was going to do Cookie's hangout today. The issue is that we can't... do it because I don't have enough keys. I just can't do it right now, unfortunately. I calculated improperly. So Goru's a support character, right? So let's see here now. So this is her, like, this is like the basic attack. The charge attack is this. So you can like place this here and it blocks people from shooting at you. So if they shoot at me from here, yes. And then the burst damage then is... It sends all that at them then. Yun Jin, man. Another character who I believe we have as well, right? Spear users. I love them.
I'm going in. Break a leg.
Who's also
Everyone on me.
a Geo character. So this is a very Geo-centric team.
Your life is mine.
Which is kind of cool. But that's what you need, like, I guess, like, you know, that this is actually, like, I could actually, like, make this team. I could legit make this team if I wanted to. Yun Jin's move is still very, I think, that's shield as well? Yeah, I'm just, like, trying stuff out. We're trying to, like, see exactly where we can go with this, with, Ningguang, who we're going to be doing the hangout of next week as well, which I'm very excited on doing that.
It's nothing.
This move is pretty cool. Like, to me, like, for projectiles as well, like, I can imagine if you're fighting, like, especially early on, maybe not as much later, but I really feel that later on, what would be really cool for a character, like for an ability like that would have been for, like, the, what you call them, the treasure hoarders. I think that would be really cool. Okay, let's try Kave out, because actually, like, this is a character I definitely want to level up. He's a character whose design is absolutely impeccable. Kave's elemental skill can deal dendro damage across a large AoE and will cause all dendro cores within the area to burst immediately. Okay. After his talent, an Architect's Undertaking is unlocked. When attacks from dendro cores hit Kave, he will also recover HP based on his elemental mastery. So he can also heal as well. His elemental burst will allow his normal, charged, and plunging attacks to temporarily be converted to dendro damage and increase their attack AoE. During this time, all dendro cores created through bloom reactions triggered by all his own party members will deal more damage when they burst. Additional elemental auras. Okay, so the first part is where I'm probably a little bit confused about. You can deal dendro damage across the large AoE, which will cause all dendro cores within the area to burst. Okay, so it's about bursting dendro cores. Clay! Clay, man. What a character. One of the greatest of all time. So let's start with maybe like... Do we start with Xing Shou, maybe? And then do a little bit of a Clay. Oh, the boomerang! It's so cool. And it causes the burst. Oh, that's so sick. Are you kidding me?
Breaking new ground.
That's so sick.
Ready, steady.
Go on, Barbara. And this is your special move, though. Look, come on to the circle. Come into the circle.
Sight clear.
It's just, that's so cool. And it works. It's like you barely have to do anything. With Kave. So this could be a team we could do. What do you guys think about this team for later on?
Come at me.
See, the problem is we're using his burst. It doesn't matter if you use his burst now because there's no. I'm right in saying that, right? There's no like actual dendro cores around the place. So what's the point of using it?
Sight clear.
Very cool character. We could definitely do that team. Because I'm leveling up Barbara as we speak. We could definitely do that team. So here's a character I'm super interested in. Kirara, which is like this like cat character. So Kirara's, I guess, how do you pronounce it? Kirara? Oh my god, the outfit's so awesome. Oh, we have to go look at this. Elemental skill deals AoE dendro damage and deploys a defensive shield of safe transport. So dendro damage again. Holding elemental skill will cause her to also enter an urgent neco-parcel state. This will allow her to move more quickly and deal dendro damage to opponents she crashes. So whenever she uses her elemental skill, holding her elemental skill, okay, will turn into a cat state. While she uses her elemental burst, Kirara will throw down a special delivery package that deals AoE dendro damage and generates many catgrass cardamons that will deal dendro damage to opponents who come in contact with them. Okay, so it's an AoE move that puts things out in the field. If they come into contact with them, they get hurt. She can also turn into an urgent neco-parcel state. Oh, she's a kid. This is really cool, man. This is a really cool character. She's pretty pretty, isn't she? Oh, we have 3 characters with this. Fischl, who's perfect, so... Defeat 17 opponents. Let's check this out.
Odds reveal dice.
So this is the... Oh my god. So it's not a cat, but it is like... You know... Somewhat of like a cat, I guess. It's a cat box.
Come on, we can do it.
Okay, so let's actually try her like basic moves here. So she's a sword user. Okay, just so we can get some things here. Oh, her move, look at that. Look at the personality they give all these characters all the time. The way she like jumps and like lands on her like the knees like this. Sorry guys, I'm saying sorry to the hilly trolls. Yeah, they always give so much personality to these characters. Really cool.
Wings of darkness. Come,
Sorry if you felt ignored there for a second.
here, please.
And that puts like a... There we go. And Barbara's just amazing too. We all love Barbara.
Ready, steady, go.
I feel like that, like maybe I'm wrong, but like have they changed the trials?
Surface with a smile. That's that.
So we should probably try the basic elemental skill as well. I really love this character. This is a really cool character. I didn't even know it existed. So that's the special one. I want to try out the basic one. I held down because it was just instinct. Let's hold down with this. Oh my god, it's a scratch. She's perfect. Oh my god. So this is the basic one. So it is a claw move. She's awesome. She's so funny. That's really awesome. Yeah, very cool. So this is the first of the 5 stars. I really like this character a lot. And it is Dance of Lotus Light. Nilou. Let's try it out. Beautiful design here. Nilou's elemental skill will cause her to enter a pirouette state, allowing her to use unique hydro elemental dance steps. Okay, sold. That will replace her normal attack and elemental skill, with her 3rd dance step type granting her different subsequent effects. After she completes her 3rd dance step, having the right elemental in your party will cause her to grant all nearby characters a golden chalice bounty, which will cause the dendro cores created by bloom reactions they trigger to become bountiful cores instead. Okay. So she uses... So in her 4th pirouette state, it said. In her 3rd dance step, sorry. Granting her different subsequent effects. Okay. And after she completes her 3rd dance step by having the elemental in your party, and it'll turn them into bountiful cores. Nilou's elemental burst will deal AoE hydro damage to nearby opponents before dealing another instance of hydro damage to them after a short delay. Okay, we'll try it out. I don't quite understand, but we'll try it out. Let's see the character first. Really, 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 really well designed character. The hair color is really, really vibrant. Yeah, the shoe is really cool. Very cool outfit as well. Okay, let's try out just the moveset. So, it's a sword. She's a sword user. Again, we love to see a personality in the sword moves. So she only has 3, but that's because probably we have to upgrade it. That's the normal move there. Okay, let's try out. There's Clay's here as well, and Yao Yao, who we also have. We have every single member of the team part of the 5 stars, so there's some Bishops here. So let's start off with
Let the show begin.
some Dendro moves then as well.
Don't be scared. With all my strength.
So you have to do multiple pirouettes. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. That boomerang is sick, by the way. That boomerang is so sick. Okay, let's try this out. Let's start off by getting Yao Yao to put some on the pitch here. Oh, this dance is for you? Thank you. We're right in front of a shield here. Oh, go get him. Did you see that dodge? From Clay? Really cool. Oh my god. Really cool moveset there. Yeah, really cool moveset. And the last one today is the Helm of the Radiant Rose. Complete Navia trial stage to challenges to get that. Yeah, so it's Navia. Let's check this out. Beautiful hat. When Navia or other party members collect elemental shards created by the crystallized reaction, Navia gains crystal shrapnel. When her elemental skill is tapped, all shrapnel stacks will be consumed to fire Rosula star shots. The more shrapnel stacks consumed, the more shard shots that will be fired, and the greater the damage that can be dealt. So you have to use the crystallized reaction, and that's how you get more. Okay, perfect. When her elemental skill is held, Navia enters aiming mode before firing, and will continually pick up nearby elemental shards while aiming. In addition, her elemental skill is used to deal Osuya-aligned geo damage at intervals, so she's a geo character. Her elemental burst bombards opponents in front of her, dealing AoE geo damage, and will periodically deal geo damage to nearby opponents after. Well, let's try it out. Ah, man, look at this. This is like, dude, a Clay. You know? Like, almost like a Western story, almost. It's really cool. Holy hell. You look fantastic. This is a really cool design. Let's check out the moveset. Oh my god. Oh, she kicked it. She kicked an umbrella. Oh my god. Okay. That is an incredible moveset. And look. Okay, watch this. Watch. The kick is cool, but this. Look at this. Look. Okay, I messed it up there. So, first one. What's the kick after animation? She does a little, oh my god, look at this. So the first one's just this. And that's her reset animation. 1, 2. Very cool. 1, 2, 3. And then look at this. Curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the umbrella move. And then look at this. Holding on to like, oh, okay, I didn't get the right angle here. I'm so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this. Like almost like balancing the umbrella on her arm. Very cool stuff. Okay, let's try out this character then. I'm probably not going to be the best at this. Like I always say, I'm never like too good with any of this stuff anyway, but like I like to try my best anyway. So let's start with this then. Oh my god, it's an umbrella. That's so sick. If you hold it then. It's an umbrella gun. Oh my god. This might be one of the greatest creations that they've ever created in this game. That's so cool. And then we have the basic moves attack as well. We always use Shankling's move like this, by the way. It's one of the best moves in the game, in my opinion. Oh my god.
This one's got your name.
I can't get over that. She's shooting people with her umbrella. And like actually like has some pretty good damage. I love the actual the physical moveset. Really cool stuff. Holy crap. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Very cool characters. Very inventive. They did a really good job with that actually. Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit more. I just want to make sure that we have a marking on Yun Jin. Yep. Song that knows grace. Yeah, so out of all the banner characters there, the two that stood out the most to me, obviously the characters I already have are not going to stand out as much. But the two that did stand out for me were, well, I'll be honest, it's the 3 new characters are pretty freaking cool. Now, Nilou's moveset was really cool, but like, how can you deny? I think, am I right in saying a lot of people are going to go for Navia? I think so. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Kirara is a really cool character too. Actually, like a very funny moveset. But like I think this is like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think it depends on what people are into though as well, and what people like in terms of moveset, because both of the movesets are good. I imagine Navia is a bit more complicated maybe, but it's just that umbrella is so freaking cool. Yeah, we'll try. What I might do is I'll try Wish. Or I could save up, you know what I mean? That's probably a good idea too. Wait until we get our little stuff back in the shop, like the wrong thing there. Like, you know, like, so yeah, I can wait. I can definitely wait. Recommended. New character, just new character outfits. Oh, for the character herself. Okay, what do you guys think? They're both cool. I actually like the original one more. But this one shows off the really nice hair though as well. It's really cool. Both of them are very cool. What was the pose that you're doing? Oh, she's awesome, man. Dancer as well. And you know what? More traditional dancer style with the kind of like the barefoot and the yeah, for sure. She's amazing. Yeah, that's actually a really cool outfit. Okay, what's this outfit? This is a Shen He outfit, right? Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. So in terms of the starters change, how many days we have left on this? 14 days, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Again, we're not in dire need of any of those characters, and it's not like I'm like, you know, foaming at the mouth for them. Like I was with maybe some other characters, but I still think that they're very, very cool characters, for sure. So what we might, first of all, we got to change our party around because it's definitely ain't the party we're using today. We're going to be using, who will we use today? We have, our 3 teams right now are Eula's emotional support, Jean Squad, and also Cute. We haven't used Eula's team in a while. I think we'll use Eula today. Because we're only doing a hangout, so it's not like it's going to be anything too serious, but I definitely would like to use Eula a bit more because we haven't used Eula as much as we used to. And she's still such a fantastic character. And we built her up, oh god, don't go there anyway. We built her up incredibly well. I'll show you actually like her weapon. So first of all, level 80 with the Tomb Silver. We can actually get this up high very, very quickly. In fact, I could do it Sunday. Or tomorrow, actually. We don't have a lot of cash, though. Then we have, for artifacts, this is what I have on her. Everything's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, there's still only a 5-star here, so a 4-star here, so I might actually try to get that better with that. In terms of her profile, she's just a lovely girl. That's her profile. Yeah, so she's doing pretty okay. She's doing better than she was. Like, way better than she was. Let's go to... I can't believe... You know what's so crazy? How Liyue is literally only, like, not that long away. Like, if you walked all the way there, you could do it. It would be a long time, but you could do it. We walked to Liyue. I'm really interested in the Yun Jin hangout. I really am. Yeah, we were supposed to do Cookie one today, but I didn't have enough keys. We will hopefully have enough keys. No, we will for sure have enough keys by next week. The schedule for this week then is today we're doing Yun Jin's hangout. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Golden Arpeggio 2, like the second summer event we're going to be reacting to, part 1, and then we're going to do the part 2 on Sunday. The reason I'm breaking it up into 2 is because it's a 5-hour event. It's a long event. And this week has been weird already. So this is where the Yun Jin hangout begins. I'm actually very interested because, like, you know what's so different about the sorry for, like, I keep interrupting myself, but, you know, the hangouts compared to, like, I found, like, Haizu's hangout was long. It was, like, 3 hours long. I think you guys, we can talk about that. It definitely was 3 hours long. And so was, like, Goro's was a long hangout. Tomo's was a long hangout. Now, I'm not complaining, but what's so weird is, like, compared to, like, the other hangouts earlier on, I think the earlier hangouts in Liyue and Mondstadt were a lot shorter. Like, Bennett's hangout, you could do Bennett's hangout completely in about an hour and a half, maybe less. Sean Young's hangout, we did in, like, what, an hour and a half, I think. Barbara's hangout was amazing. I love that hangout. We haven't reached all the endings with Diana. I know, like, it seems like I'm neglecting her. Probably is. But, like, again, my promise, I never promised, but I will promise this because I know what's going to happen. We're going to do every single hangout in the game at some point, at the very least. But you know what's so crazy about this? We only have, like, 5 more hangouts left. Kaya? I never noticed there was a Kaya hangout. And we're going to do the story quest kind of in order of this row here. So it's going to be like this. So I guess the next one I'm going to be doing is this character, and then this character, this character, this character, this character, this character. And like that, in that order. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, let's go.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry.
Well, we just showed up, so it's probably going to be us.
We don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
We're here.
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yun Jin is always talking about you. Please, you've got to help us find her.
Yun Jin is missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was this short
And
note.
she's, like, super into, like, performing as well. I don't think she'd just leave behind without knowing any note. Twenzer finds this letter. After some discussion about the Divine Maiden play with my friends, I find that there's still much to learn indeed. I've gone to Lingju Pass in hopes of gaining some inspiration. I'll return within the day, so do not worry. Okay, so she's gonna return. Oh, but it's been a few days now, has it?
If our audience doesn't get to see Yun Jin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
She literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but...
She said she would come back.
Look, when you're a megastar like Yun Jin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety.
Here's the issue. I totally get that, but at the same time, one of the things about Yun Jin is that, like, she instant trust with that character. Instant trust with Yun Jin.
Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
Worst case scenario, she still has a vision. Yeah, she's still powerful.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
For Yun Jin.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Oh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
I'm excited about this. I'm excited. Like, honestly, like, I trust her, like, completely. She's, like, a grown woman who can make her own freaking decisions. You know what I mean? So, like, really, it's, like, go... But, like, I guess we can check on her. There's nothing wrong with that. I think she'd appreciate it, too. She's not a character that would get angry at us checking in on her, I don't think.
Under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked.
Especially all that we've been through before.
You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious. And if that happens... Well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
No, you can't. Can I say that I genuinely, like, think it's such a nice experience to come back? Like, that's why, like, I think later on when we do the Noel stuff, I might do the Noel hangout, like, after Sumeru. It's such a good feeling because, like, it feels like a new place again. Coming back into Liyue, right? It feels like a totally new place. And can I say, after being in Liyue feels a lot safer than Inazuma. Inazuma felt like, terrifying. Oh my god, Yun Jin! You okay? Monster attack. I guess I'm taking this fight. Is she okay? Oh god, we have Yelan. She's not good against these guys. And you know what? It doesn't matter because Eula's still so powerful. I have confidence in her that she will do well. Look at that. Even though they reduce physical damage, she's still ripping apart this creature. But again, it's level 78. I understand that people have been saying to level up a bit. I'm kind of holding off just a tiny bit until like I get more prepared for some stuff. And the reason being is like right now, like you guys know I'm not a person who's like crazy into the idea of like and there's nothing wrong with being into like the idea of like getting your characters up to like the highest point and all this stuff. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever because I do want to eventually get to a place where I'm very comfortable with my characters. You see now I'm making the effort with the artifacts and stuff like that. But I feel like from now I'm just gonna hold off for a bit just so I can get a bit more prepared because I am kind of scared. Just being honest with you guys. I know I can lower the world level too, but then I only have like 5 levels until I can have to level up the characters. So yeah, and I have been chipping away in it. Are you all right, Yun Jin? Are you hurt? I love her. I always love her outfit and her like eye makeup. Are you hurt?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
Your manager sent me. I heard you went missing.
Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry.
You did. You did.
But on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe.
That's what friends do.
It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking
Shenhe?
about.
Is she? Please say she's in this hangout somewhere. What state of mind?
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel
Yes.
fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation.
I remember this. I do remember this. This is one of my favorite story quests in the game.
Granted,
I still talk about Shenhe like once a
admitted that
week.
she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others.
Heck yeah.
But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance.
Yeah, and like that's why I always appreciate about Yun Jin. She wants to understand people a lot better so she can make her character moments a lot better too.
If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level.
Yeah.
That's why I came here.
I mean, they say that, don't they, when you're writing dialogue even, like with the book I read. And I know I always bring this book up. It's Into the Woods. I could probably find it somewhere. And maybe put it in the description below. I know he doesn't need me advertising his book, but it's a very good book. I'll find it. I'll find it. And I'll post in the description below. But like one thing they always say is that like the best way to like learn how to like write characters is to listen to conversations. Like when people are talking to you, don't just dismiss them. Like listen to them and be like, oh yeah, that's the way that like this person always has this kind of quirk. Don't make fun of the quirk. You know, you're gonna notice quirks that your people have when they talk, and like then you know it's like, oh yeah, like people don't say this. People don't actually talk like this. Like you know what I mean? Like that type of way. And it's not about like like I'm making friends with you so I can get a document. It's just like when you're doing everything you would do every day, like going to the bank, going to the shop. How does the shopkeeper interact with you? How does the person here interact with you? When you bumped into someone in the street, what did they say? So when you write a part of the story like that, but you bump into someone, what would they say? You know? It's not always, hey, get out of my way. Sometimes it's like, oh, geez, oh, so sorry. You know, that kind of way. So I think what she's doing is actually really cool.
My plan was to take it slowly.
Not my ideas, by the way. It's in this book I read. I know it sounds so pretentious, but in the book I read.
But once I started, I just got completely drawn in.
Yeah.
I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
We'll start with the nice one. Let's do it. Let's go.
You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger?
I'm gonna get a big head.
If you're here
I gotta get a big head, Yun Jin.
I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yuning.
Very true.
I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Okay. So, oh my god, all the dead hilly churls as well. From the Rune Hunter. I will say as well that, like, my interpretation of this is that the earlier hangouts were not as detailed as like the later ones. Not that they're still very detailed, but like if you look at say like the Sean Yun ones, which is still a really fun one to do, or the Bennett one, or the Barbara one, they all kind of still were around the same area or had the same kind of like similar aspects to it. Whereas you look at something like Toma's one, nearly every single choice you make had an extremely different outcome. The Haizu one, like you could end up in a play, or you could end up like, you know, like ending a case, you know, solving a murder, a years old murder. Pretty freaking impressive stuff. Like it's really cool, and I think both ways are fine. Like I like the simple hangouts, and I like the big kind of like, oh my god, there's so many different ways you can do it. I think they're both just good. There's that kid is it Dugo? Yeah, Dugu, who's like we talked to in the last quest with Yelan.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Yun, we're here.
Please have faith in him. They've
There
returned.
we go.
Yuning, we're back.
Yun Jin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience.
So yeah, there is a responsibility, I suppose. I also think, again, like I just said, trust in Yun Jin. I trust in her.
We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best
Heck
performance
yeah.
we can. Don't you agree?
Heck yeah, girl.
While I'm off stage,
Oh.
as long as there is anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
Someone is like you kind of have to appreciate it, right? You kind of have to appreciate it.
You know, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
I kind of like in the alternate timeline. I might give her.
So, what's your honest opinion?
In the alternate timeline, I'm obviously gonna have to choose a different choice. But can I say, Yun Jin, like other people would just take the check and everyone would be happy. I'm really happy. You made a really good point.
I'm glad you agree. Right. Then let's get prepared.
I think you do. I think, like, again, I think it's really admirable that this person who could just take the check, could just show up to the performance, she's a fantastic performer, we saw her, is still trying to get better.
Hey, Traveler, get over here. You've only just managed to bring Yun Jin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea?
It's okay.
The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
That's not gonna be an easy task.
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrills.
You're talking about the, like, I don't know. It's up to her.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing.
If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying,
Don't put words in my mouth.
Come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
I want to become an actor. Oh my god. Are we getting acting tips from
You
Yun
want to
Jin?
become an actor?
You do? Oh. Yes,
Come on.
of course he does. He was just telling me that he's interested in exploring his dramatic side and would like you to give him some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Yeah, it can be a big responsibility, I suppose.
Please, this is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now he's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another. There's no need to call me master.
I love the word coach.
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned?
Put me in coach.
Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name.
No problem.
Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope.
Sure thing.
I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
So I've said it before that one of the things that people said about the hangouts and why a lot of people skip them, because like what I was informed of, and like let's see, what's the actual time? 6 o'clock. One of the things I was informed is someone said that like sometimes even like these quests are skipped more than world quests even are sometimes. And I think the reason being that you guys gave when I said the last time was that originally when you guys were all starting to play Genshin, the issue was you couldn't skip the dialogue after you picked one choice. So people were just picking one choice and just leaving it. You know what I mean? People were just like, okay, like I don't want to go through all the dialogue again, which I can totally understand. Look at Liyue, man. Such a beautiful place. Such a beautiful place.
Good. You're right on time. Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world.
Well, all I know is that every actor I've ever seen, maybe I'm just being rude, when I used to do plays, the stars of the play used to get like a big head sometimes and they would show up like hours late.
Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So where should we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
Huh? There was 6.
Close. It was 7.
Well, see, I meant 7, but one of the birds was a different type of bird. Was a big bird, like an like a human bird.
Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So next I need to train my voice?
All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
What are the general theories?
Of course. I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple.
Sure.
How would you perform yourself?
Like as me as a character?
Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel?
Oh, so she's talking about
Now,
Osiris?
I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the
Man.
raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day.
Getting us to recall this as well?
Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
This is what I always remember, is the fighting together with everybody.
Good, good. So that's how you felt.
Uh-huh.
Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
To survive and continue my journey to protect Liyue and my friends. Yeah.
Good.
That was definitely how we
yes.
were feeling.
Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out.
Like Final Fantasy
All
X?
at once. Stop.
No?
Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul.
Laughter is not like a result of happiness?
Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach and it is a calm day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
Well, it was a life and death situation, and I like that it's a pretty rare experience here for me. We haven't really done anything on that scale since.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest.
No need to go all the way out there. I mean, I don't mind.
Too far away?
We can walk. We can fast travel.
Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor.
Sounds close in Genshin Forest. It's not too far from Liyue Harbor.
If you've got no objections, let's head off.
I would have gone to the far place as well. Would have been fine with me. But I guess contextually, we're like, man, that's a bit far from home. We're trying to keep her safe as well. I remember we did say we were going to keep her a little bit safer and like keep her close. So maybe that's a part of it too. But I honestly want her to just do whatever she wants, you know? You know when I say, whenever like a girl kills like someone or does something evil in this game, I'm like, God forbid she have hobbies. This is like, God forbid a woman have a career, you know? God forbid.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind.
Yeah.
But what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
Like Hilly Churls?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death, but you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you, such as you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it and find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
Oh, the pain of it all. That's Betty.
Ah, now you're
Or does-
catching on.
Benny doesn't mind though.
Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate.
Benny would actually love that, actually.
But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Cool. That's something we can definitely do. Who are the nearby monsters? Over here? Oh, down here. She's like, we're looking over these... She's like, yeah, kill those guys down there. This is why, like, she's not a
They're
sinister
coming.
character,
Just do what you'd normally do in this situation.
but she has this, like, beautiful, like, kind of, like, she has a different outlook on the world that is so different from ours, is what the way I'll put it, like, you know what I mean? She's very, like, free-spirited in, like, a dangerous way. Maybe she's someone who just, like, wants to get her goals regardless of what the goal is, and, well, not that, but, like she kind of, like, if it's something as, you know, that she can do to help her acting career, she will do it. As long as it's not hurting anybody. No, bros, come here. Come here. Come here. Good, thank you. We were not doing that. This was not at all going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. Them rolling away from the fight. No, come back out. Come on, you can do it.
Rain outlines your fate. Shadow Raven.
So these are geofish shops.
Crush.
Get out of the ground. She's like, oh, so you said get out of the ground a few times to an enemy that was rather easy.
Wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements.
Do you think that's Eula, not me?
Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer.
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind.
Okay.
Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives.
Fair enough.
Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb
Oh, this is
their
awesome.
work.
This is really sweet. Oh, we just have to break the red scarecrows? This is it's like a boot camp, right? It's really neat. Okay, if you want to go to that side instead. That's really fun. How did it go?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique.
You can. You probably could. I could.
But Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle.
Okay.
Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy at all.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method. And all things considered, I think you've done quite well.
I'll take it. I'll take any type of
But
compliment.
judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out.
I don't fully understand. I think what she's saying is that, like, you just have to, like, learn every aspect of a character you're trying to act as, and then work through what they would do in their mind. Yeah, like, I think it's pretty okay.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
That's even harder to understand.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario? The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you.
That would be so neat.
When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me.
I'll try my best. Again, I don't know how well this is gonna work. We're going to an actual stage that she set up though, which is so freaking cool. Is it gonna be an actual stage though, or is it just gonna be like a little platform maybe?
More speed.
Oh, it's like in a what you call those things? I forget what they're called. Like not an auditorium. I think it's close, but there's something like that. Yeah, so it is like a stage, so people would sit here and watch you as you do a performance here. We've been here before.
Well, have you finished rehearsing?
I'm ready, I
No
think.
need to rush. Take your time.
Sure.
I shall guide you with my voice.
This is gonna be. Wait, you're gonna tell us to do stuff and we do it? Okay. Break all the red scarecrows while avoiding the blue ones. And the music is beautiful too. The sound in the background. Her voice. This is so cool. She's telling the story through music as we're doing this. She takes this so seriously, and that's like makes it even more like, you know, endearing, like, because she actually is very talented. This is one of those times that they could like do a fake target, maybe. You know? They fled in terror, piece restored again. She's awesome. That didn't work anyway. We did it. Beautiful stuff. Really, really pretty.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coaching you has finally paid off.
Honestly, it was really fun.
This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
That's amazing. I mean, like, for me, like what makes her performance so beautiful is just how traditional it sounds, you know?
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
Why on earth didn't you start with this one?
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it.
Okay.
It's been written on your face this whole time.
I thought it was
Just
doing...
try and keep her occupied until the next show.
she has us, yeah? Wasn't that obvious?
Don't forget that acting is
Of
my
course,
bread
of
and
course.
butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able
Girl,
to
you
see
got
through
us.
it?
You got us. Well done.
Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned
No, it was so
something
much
from it
fun.
about the beauty of the performing arts.
Yun Jin, it was so much fun.
The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation.
Awesome.
I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue opera too.
My voice and face?
Yes. As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
Reference existing characters from opera, imitate similar people from your own life.
Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play?
That's such a cool way of looking at it. Such a cool way of looking at it.
With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
Studying me can help you achieve a breakthrough? So what was your first method to put yourself in danger?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods.
Yeah.
Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It
No
means a lot
problem
to me.
whatsoever. They always say thank you to me when they give me like the best experience in the world.
And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
When's my graduation ceremony?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future.
Fair enough.
For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you.
That'd be incredible. And actually, our story, like, we can't deny it. Our story is, like, at this stage, it's not over.
When that day comes,
But
I hope you will be able to
great.
join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism.
the criticism, I can never criticize you. What would I be doing? What would I be doing, Yun
It'll take a lot
Jin?
of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're a demanding coach.
Here we go again. So old-fashioned.
Put me in, coach.
Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me.
What do you want? Anything you want?
I've got it.
What is it?
You can call me mentor. What do you think?
Sure. That's fair enough. What's the picture? Oh man, look at that. That's so good. That is so freaking good. It's so pretty. We got the first little gift here. I love seeing the images at the end. So what's so this is the next choice here. I love seeing that stuff. I really do. Yeah, like they always go like thank you, and then we like give us like one of the best experiences you've ever had in your life. Like take you to beautiful places. You learn more about yourself and the characters. Like how she's referencing Shenhe is such a beautiful thing. And how Shenhe, we do relate to Shenhe quite a bit when it comes to loss, when it comes to like like how she fought bravely for her village as well. The idea of sacrifice as well. Return to Liyue's adventures. So this is where things change. Here is the first change. Let's just choose different options. That's all we can do.
Can you put a few...
Ultimately, safety should come first.
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their support.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar.
Is she gonna spin it again?
And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again.
It was fun. I always hate that we do like the kind of like less hangout, like the opposite ones after us, but we have to. Like I really enjoyed my time hanging out with her. So like really, I like, this is not canon to me.
So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew. I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troop is finally gonna start listening to reason.
She could do what she wants.
I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right. I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues.
It's also much safer than first-hand experience.
Speaking of which,
No
I haven't even thanked
issue.
you properly for saving
Yun
me.
Jin, no issue.
If you are free after the show, come and find me.
Oh, because that's the next thing we have to do with Yun Jin. Fair enough. So she actually does the show. And we have to wait for 8 o'clock the next day. So like, okay, in this scenario, she actually just does the show. Oh. Oh. In this scenario, she does the show. Okay, let's see. So when was it? 8 o'clock? Sorry. The next day. You need the next day. So around here, yep. Do you see what I mean? Thank you so much for everything. You've literally changed my life. What is that over there? The like upside down triangle? What was that? Wait, do we actually have achievements? Oh, cool. We have more achievements down here. We could actually do some wishing actually and see if we can get some characters later. Actually, no. I think I'll save up a bit. I think I'll save up and then we'll like. Because the thing is like, I'm in no rush to get these characters. I think the cat character would be cool to get. But you know, like I'm not pressed about it. I'm not super pressed about it. So we remember the tea house. Oh, it's so pretty. And I remember I was so lucky I got here to come here during the lantern rite. For the first time I ever went to Liyue Harbor was during the lantern rite. How many people can say that they got to have that experience? 10 people in the comments. Me, I got to go during the God Effect Festival. And it was better than yours. Okay, Jesus.
Liyue Opera is really something, but Liyue Opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else.
Fan.
Really
Big fan here.
Performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Yeah, she's great. She's really great.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform, but once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day.
And we know she's putting herself in real big danger to do
And
so.
I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense. You're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyu kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I've put the
They
table
love her,
at
man.
the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Yep, here I am.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this
Yeah, she is
up?
gonna pass it up.
I mean, you can always reschedule.
Well, maybe she's not gonna reschedule.
Wait a second, you're...
Am I really so famous, Liyue? You're loving this.
Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
I love how he's so confident in himself. And then he's like, oh, it's
They took
them.
off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't? Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you.
Or does he think we're like,
Sorry that I can't see you
like
off.
into each other? Possibly.
Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyu Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Well, why don't we go to Liyue
I
Pavilion?
don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late.
No?
But it's fine. I have a better place we can
I can talk to
go.
Ningguan.
Let's head
Me throwing my weight
downstairs.
around.
I owe you a big thank you tonight.
Thank you. So honestly, like I feel like I pretend to throw my weight around this game a lot. Where I'm like, I'm gonna talk to Yamiko. I'm gonna talk to this character because why not? You know? Oh wow, official. Jesus, official. Oh my god, in heels? Parkour in heels? Did you see that? Official did parkour in heels.
Miss Yun? Oh wow, it's really you!
Yeah, everyone's stopping along the way. They love her, man.
I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Ditzy girl.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Good. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's setting your boundaries.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you
Miss Yun, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
So she is a big fan then, I guess.
Yes. Based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more
Animated.
Oh.
Yes.
Looks like you found a fellow acting
but
connoisseur
delicate
here,
and
Yun Jin.
graceful, like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Oh, well...
Do you actually have a publication?
yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Yun, one of my journalists.
Okay.
We were based in Fontaine. Just recently
Wow.
we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yun is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview
Setting her
with my
boundaries.
manager.
Well done. Make the most of it. You may as well talk to them. Let's play it safe and book the interview in with your manner. Yeah. Right now we'll set the
Yes,
boundaries.
You're right.
Yeah. I think that's okay.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troop is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing. So we'll have to do
I think
this
it's
one by
fair.
the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day.
100% it's fair.
The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
But... fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive.
I don't...
Please forgive us. We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling.
Okay, don't be aggressive. And don't call her ditzy either. I think that we're... I don't think she was being intrusive. I think we actually enjoyed the conversation. I just think it's also important for future reference to be like, you can't just walk up to me and do this. I have stuff to do sometimes. That's fair enough.
Yes, I'm coming. Bye, Miss Yun.
Don't worry about it. You did fine, okay? Don't mind your idiot guy over there calling you ditzy and telling you to stop
Hey,
dawdling.
wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
They're gone.
Oh well, never mind.
Were they even from a newspaper
I
though?
have a friend who works for a paper. I'll ask them later. For now, though, the top priority is making good on our plans.
Sweet.
Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight.
The dream.
Our plan is the only one remaining, so let's make the most of it.
Man, like, I think I would be already like, how would you say it? I think I would be emotionally drained if I had to turn down 3. It's never happened where like people ask you to go 3 different places, right? Like maybe as a kid, maybe, but like as an adult, it doesn't happen. But if you have to turn down 3 different places as an adult, and also trying to be reasonable and polite, holy hell, man! I think I would just fold and go to all 3 places at the same time, build a clone of myself.
I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Cherhu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
Are you taking me to the Wanmin restaurant?
Oh, you're a fan of Chef Mao's cooking too?
He's been helping us out for a while.
Wanmin Restaurant's blackback perch stew is hot, spicy, and fresh. But it's not kind on the throat, so unfortunately I can't eat much of it. Also, it's a bit cramped in there. I prefer open-air restaurants. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before? His grilled tigerfish is the best around. Third Round Knockout and Wanmin Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go. Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze? Let's go.
Sick. Yeah, honestly, like this is the type of like open air restaurants. are beautiful. And Liyue is just a beautiful place. And Fish is a perfect character. Wow.
Tigerfish! Grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill! Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yun which I see before me? It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Man, when you get a usual, holy hell.
Yes, please. I'm out with my friend today. Let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat and a handful of skewers. And of course, some grilled tigerfish. 2, please. One with just a hint of chili.
You know that someone's like loves the good eats when they can do this type of stuff.
And the other one,
Same as yours.
Got it. Your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon.
Yeah, I'm always up for trying new things when I go to a
Want
place.
any drinks with that?
You serve drinks here?
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun. Miss Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So, would you two like some tea, or?
Oh, I'd love some tea, actually.
anything new?
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongchong next door. A merchant from Mondstadt told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called milk tea.
I think I drink breakfast tea with milk. That's what I drink. Usually, like, my favorite brand is Barry's.
I tried my hand at making it too, but the response.
But I think I've talked about tea before and how, like, when I'm abroad,
way off being ready
PG
to add
tips.
my menu.
Tea with milk? Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat.
What?
But if I'm just having a little taste, I mean, I think it should be fine.
Milk is not bad for your throat.
Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink?
Milk tea, for sure. That's my
Okay,
choice always.
Let's get yours in first. And then I'll have one of each, if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Okie dokie. And here's your tigerfish, fresh off the grill.
That's sick, man. That's so
Come
good.
on, let's enjoy it while
Bit of
it's
fish,
still
you know?
hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
Honestly, like, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I haven't had barbecue in years, though.
That was great. Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over.
What do you want to do with the rest?
Well, I mean, I could just drink them, but they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special. I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers. We could just add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the hot pot game?
No way. Toma?
Let's play the hot pot game with the leftover drinks. I'll add some extra ingredients based on my tastes, then you try to guess what I added. Sound good?
Sure. This is actually, yeah, Toma played this game with us
Don't
as well.
worry. After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half, so I won't add any weird stuff.
Are you sure that's how the hot pated game is played?
We don't need to worry about
Yeah.
every last detail. Come on, I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and
This is
join
pretty
me.
interesting, right? So what's so interesting about this character interaction here is that she's very meticulous about everything to do with her plays and stuff like that. She's always like so meticulous about everything. She's detail oriented constantly. When it comes to just hanging out, she can let her hair down, and she's like, okay, we don't have to worry about every single detail. We can just have a bit of fun.
Okay, get ready. Oh, and no peeking.
Avoid her gaze.
It's ready.
I don't want to
Let
upset
me
her.
try it first. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. Yun Jin seems to react okay. Do I savor or knock it back? Savor the flavor. Nothing at first, but a tidal wave of unami with a whiff of the sea. Having our taste? There was some solid floating in the drink. It tasted great and refreshing. Really savor it. The complex flavor of a rich soup hit the back of your throat. How did you drink this with a straight face?
Oh, just regular facial
An actor.
expression control.
An actor.
Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, it tastes actually pretty good.
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
So they said something hard that tastes like a soup and tastes like the sea. So I'm guessing salt. Maybe crab roe, tofu, and salt.
You guessed them all correctly.
Yeah.
You seem to have a well-developed palate.
I just went with the description that they gave me.
We can try some more combinations next time. I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
I never thought that this is what you'd be like off stage. Yeah, I guess it's good. That's what we just said.
Well, people do
She's very
often
different.
say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof. I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say.
Yeah.
Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
Jesus, man, a lot of pressure. That's a shame. Your offstage personality is definitely a cuter one. Your onstage persona is more striking. That's unavoidable, yeah.
You think so? So you prefer the way I am
No,
on
no, no,
stage
no, no, no,
too?
no. I didn't mean it like that.
It's fair enough. After
Oh,
all,
no, I kind of just meant
every
like, hey, it's
detail
it's
of
kind of
my
difficult for people
onstage
to avoid,
presence,
like...
from the songs to the costumes
Oh.
and makeup, is carefully crafted for
Yeah, but you're great.
maximum appeal.
Like, oh, I totally misinterpret
And I've
that.
worked hard to try and cultivate an image that appeals to everyone, regardless of age or gender. But if I can't lighten up and joke around, even with my closest friends when I'm off stage, that's a real bummer. Never mind. Talking about this is just going to kill the mood. Tonight was about me showing my gratitude to you. So, did you have a good time? Is there anything else you want?
I had a great time,
Like
honestly.
something to remember the evening by? A
Oh,
souvenir, perhaps? Anything you can think of?
an autographed photo of you? No?
Okay. Here you go.
Oh, so this is the bad ending for sure. You had one prepared
Well,
already?
People ask me for
Oh, it feels
autographs
terrible.
all the time.
It's because that answer I gave, I
Usually
think.
what they want is a signed picture of me on stage. Apparently, that makes it more valuable.
No, I don't. I like you for you.
Yun suggested that I keep a bunch of them on hand at all times to make things easier.
Ah, yes. That one is a picture from the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
That play that she experienced in real life.
I have one just like it on my wall at home.
Hey, are you guys talking about Miss Yoon's autograph photos?
Oh, man. And then she's getting crowded here.
I have one in the store too.
So everyone has one. We shouldn't have asked for it
What do
then.
you think? Is this souvenir valuable enough for you?
I don't want to ask you for anything else. This was the bad ending for sure because we saw her more as just her on-stage persona. We were going to have to get it anyway. We're going to have to get it anyway. This picture breaks my heart because like, it's definitely her feeling bad about some stuff there. Here we go. Where's the different guest from the Steambird? So that was when we changed that. Yeah, here is it. We'll get this one really quickly then. I feel so bad for what we said
We
to this
can
poor
try
girl.
some more
Again, I kind of meant it more like, hey, like it's, you know...
I bought you one drink.
Oh, okay, so she thinks this is weird too.
Start saying weird stuff like that.
I thought, like, what I was saying before, I thought about, like, hey, the reason why people think this is because you're so striking on stage. I thought it was like a compliment. I thought she would find this weird, and I was right.
Well, never mind.
Okay, okay,
You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go.
sure.
All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person.
True.
I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see.
This is great perspective.
Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
And I would assume you were serious all the time.
Me? Serious?
Yeah, she's
On
different. That's why
stage,
she was
I
so
guess,
offended, man.
But
Because
off stage.
it's like the separation of actor from like the real life like is kind of the compliment, right? It's like, hey, she's so good that she's like this off stage, that she's different than she is on stage, you know?
Just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic.
She said it really quickly. Friends. See it as friends. Say it with me.
So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Let's get a photo.
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later? Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background.
That's cool. Okay, this is a way better outcome for sure.
Now how should I pose?
Any way you want. Take a photo of Yun Jin. Wait, okay, hold on a second. Up a bit. Down a bit. Off to the side a bit. Zoom in a bit. Off to the side a bit. Wait. Wait, no, we want a better angle here. Please, oh, okay, okay, so it has to be on her face. Okay. Yeah, it has to be on her face.
It looks good. I
'Cause-
hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
When I was learning about photography, they always say that, like, you know, centered shots are not always the best.
Hold on. How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want
You can take a
something
picture of
to
me?
remember each other by.
Right, you have a point.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you. But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view.
Sure,
I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
let's go. This is actually very sweet. And again, like, I totally understand why she would be upset by someone being like, hey, like, oh, you prefer me as, like, she took as you prefer me as an actor rather than as the person I am. Because it's double-edged. It's like, oh, did you not enjoy us hanging out today? Which I did. I talked about how much I enjoyed her personality by itself. And then you look at her, then the other side is, then it, like, tells us, like, hey, we just want her to see her as an actor and nothing else. That's it, you know? Which I do not want to do.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
I wasn't waiting that long at all.
The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot. I could see you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect. Okay, strike a pose and close your eyes.
Close my eyes for a photo.
Yes, please. Quickly now.
Let's go. You close your eyes. What? And you hear some light footsteps following you and his voice around
Get
your...
ready. 3, 2,
What is this?
1. Open your eyes.
Is this the photo we get for this? Oh my god, that's so sweet. Oh my god. She jumped right on us as soon as she had it. This is one of the best photos they've ever given us. That's such a sweet photo. I'm so happy with that. That is such a cool photo. Let's look at it now. Look at this. I'm so happy with that photo. That is such a beautiful photo. We got some other cool photos like this one too, but it's not as fun. It's not as fun. So we got that. We got this. So the only other option is then we go up to the other area. Oh man, these photos are amazing. This photo is beautiful too, but this photo to me is like, it means so much to me. Like, it means so much. It's such a nice photo. The other option is up here then. So I guess we accept them? How much do we have for wishes, by the way? Yeah, we should save up at this point and do a 10 in a row so we can have a better chance of getting a... Well, we could try just get a... Because I really want that cat character, but we'll see. Well, I don't... Like, I'm like, oh, I'd love to have it, but it's like, I'm not going to
Miss Yun?
get really upset about it. Make the most of him. May as well talk to him. So this is a
But
different option
what
as well.
about our plans?
Man, I always like do like the one that I like is not like the most appreciated one by me. I'm interested to hear your story too.
Really?
That's a good way of putting it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yun.
Yeah. So this is
Great.
non-canon
Thank
for
you
us.
both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added
She
the
seems genuinely
folk
interested
dance
as
in
well,
this
which is very
scene.
sweet.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, Okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So wouldn't it make sense to contrast this?
Yeah, look
to
at this. The actual
Dongtong
care she, I could tell in her
aficionado
voice.
section
The
that
actual
comes
care she has about
directly
this.
afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
for
suggestion.
especially for like a journalist to suggest something, it's always very strange, right? Because like that's not usually their job all the time.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
The conversation is way beyond me.
Sure, Yun? Maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about.
Well, if they don't want to know about this stuff, then they don't care about the performance. She's an
Oh,
actual fan.
Okay, I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say.
You gotta trust them.
A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know? What does
Oh,
Yun
so
Jin
maybe it's
do
more
when
like
she is off stage.
I think yes, 100%. Like you're way more likely to read an article talking about what Danny DeVito's favorite food is rather than what was Danny DeVito's mindset on the set of a movie sometimes. And that's just the true thing. Like I click on both, but like it's like you're way more likely, right? Or at least the majority of people, if they see a post saying like what Britney Spears does every Sunday compared to Britney Spears and the meaning behind Hit Me Baby One More Time, one of them is definitely going to get more clicks because it's like, you know, kind of like a prying information type of thing.
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you, what kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy.
Very invasive.
That whole
Very
side of
invasive
things.
stuff. But
A
yeah, I know
day in the
people are
life.
into this stuff.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
And like life stories are interesting. Like when I watch my favorite channel is Smosh. Whenever I like hear like a cast member talking about like where they've been for the past few weeks, and they're like, oh, like I went to this place and we actually went to this really cool farm up in this place. I love hearing about it. So it's like not weird, you know what I mean? I just think that some stuff can be invasive if they don't want to talk about it.
Nonsense. Of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a
Okay,
gift.
you're telling her to calm down. You're being just as like invasive, if not more. Yeah, like completely.
It's against the rules of the opera troupe to
Yeah.
accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must
Okay.
get Yunning to look into
But
it.
like you called the other girl ditzy, you know, when she's just like literally a fan and gave some actual nice questions and stuff and
I mean,
suggestions.
it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget I
This is
brought it
when you
up.
know you're in trouble.
So, I saw Gentry Moutsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
Ugh, I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total
It's
mess.
okay. Don't worry about it. You're doing fine.
I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boy, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about?
Stop.
Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Yeah, but the thing is, like again, I think we appreciate the honesty. You know what I mean? The honesty is kind of refreshing.
Oh,
You look tired.
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yun Jin stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yun Jin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions."
Yep, and that's how they get it. It's like I said, the word invasive is used a lot today because that's what it is. And here's the thing. I think that, like, you know, if you're a celebrity, of course, like, you know, you have a privilege. You have a big privilege, and, you know, no one can deny that. But after seeing, like, stuff that happened back in the day to some celebrities due to the paparazzi, it's like, I don't ever condone the forceful nature into other people's lives like that. Unless they're doing something crazy criminal activity, that's different. But I'm talking about, like, you know, when they're just like, and I see videos on Twitter sometimes where, like, a celebrity would just be walking through the streets. And one of the most important, like, One Direction's Niall Horan, who's from my country, lovely lad apparently, walking through the streets, and these paparazzi guys were literally shouting at him, saying, "Get the girls out of the way," because these teenage girls come up and say, "Can we have an autograph and stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. Get the girls out of the way. We need to take a picture." And he's like, "Dude, these like in this, these people pay my bills. You literally do nothing for me." Not nothing. I understand they also shared the picture on, but yeah, the word invasive use comes up a lot.
Yeah. So from then on, Yun Jin said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too.
Yeah, it's tough. I saw a lot of the audience on the way over here because it's when they get enough. It's when they get bored. That's when they start looking into your personal life. Because it's like, oh well, I know this about you. I've already consumed all of your media.
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing.
Yep.
How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong.
You gotta take a job sometimes.
Oof. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me?
Yeah, sure.
If you find out anything, come straight back here.
I can do that.
And let me know.
No problem, Yun Jin. So we have to talk to the journalists themselves. Wait, should we do parkour official? I can't recreate what we did there. It will never be recreated, parkour official.
Just, how can you be so cruel to Miss Yun?
Get him.
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot.
Oh no. I'm coming to get you. Oh.
What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself
Dude.
clear?
She's literally like, I didn't expect a tailing mission, by the way. She's literally just like, honestly, this is the type of person that people appreciate and appreciate nowadays a lot, I think, is like someone who's actually a fan.
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss
Get
Yun
him.
has put her heart
Get him.
and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Stop.
Me? You're the one making
Oh, you're gonna get
everything
got.
up.
You're gonna get got.
Ah, well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract.
Jesus,
you signed.
dude.
Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
He sucks. He sucks bad. He's proper, shitty. Yeah, he's proper shitty. Sorry for using that language,
Are
but
you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea
No,
how
you can't speak
rare
like
an
that to people.
opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steam Bird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
Yeah, I got this idea that they were. I knew from the start that they weren't from a freaking paper.
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie?
She would have if you were
Besides,
a fan who was
what have
interested
you
in a lot
got
of
to
stuff.
be afraid of?
That's what she got you in the door when she said something really special about it. She's like, oh.
As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works.
Yeah, I could tell that she was like, especially when he was talking about like the tabloid nature of
Case
it.
in point, that blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yun Jin. There's definitely a story there.
Dude.
Even if they're...
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to
Good.
the Lilith.
Let's go.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof?
Eyewitness.
You'd better tread carefully, Missy.
Oh my
First,
God,
you
he
neglect your own
sucks.
duty, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
Oh no, it's okay. We can kill him. I should stay hidden for now and check in with Yun Jin. No need to check in with Yun Jin. This ends now. Yeah, let's go.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Bro,
I'm warning you.
I'm not to
don't
throw
do
my weight
anything
around
stupid
again.
or I'll,
I'm friends with Ningguang. I'm friends with the god of this place. I'm friends with the adepti of this place. Across the sea, I'm friends with like multiple people there too. I'm friends with the people in Mondstadt. I'm friends with everyone in the Knights of Favonius. I will kill you and we will never find the body and everyone will cover it up.
I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yun Jin throughout all of Liyue.
That wouldn't be insulting to me whatsoever.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier.
Oh,
that I
is he gonna
didn't
find out?
notice who it was?
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's the traveler.
Oh my
You
God.
know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the? What have I got?
That's the thing. We can literally. I'm truthful. I'm right saying this. I could literally go to Ningguang and be like, "This dude is being an arse," and she would sort it out.
No need to get all worked up here.
No.
What we meant was, was.
Okay. What you mean? No more lies.
Yes, quite right. You are
No,
quite
dude,
right.
you gotta get punished.
I'm disappearing into
I'm gonna
thin air
lament
as
you.
we speak.
I'm gonna lament you 3 times a week.
Just my luck.
Just me look.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like
No,
this.
you were definitely pressured into this. Do not worry about it whatsoever.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
It's no worries. I'm sure she'll understand. Where is he? We should kill him. He ran. Calvin, you can't just kill people because they said something you don't like. Well, where does it say that in the rule book of Genshin? Huh? Let me see this now. Hold on a second here. Talents. Performs with the 5 consecutive murders. Okay, good. See? I think you guys need to start learning Genshin. Oh, she's down here. Oh, that was just to teach you guys a lesson.
Did you find anything out?
She asked me to apologize on her behalf. There you go. Yeah, it's probably gonna be very heartbreaking to hear.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shiyun for longer.
Yeah, she actually appreciated you.
She genuinely understands
Uh-huh.
opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
Yeah, I didn't know this is what you had in mind.
Yun Jin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
She didn't say anything to give cause for concern.
These tabloid types are total scumbags.
Well, now we know.
All of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry. I was careless on this occasion.
It's okay, everything's sorted.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troupe to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
And there's him pulling away. Look at this. It's like a freaking Romeo and Juliet thing. The shame that the road is rocky. It looks like you and Julie will be busy for a while. And then we claim this. Yeah, no problem. And there's one left, and I think it's probably to do it here as well. I think it's probably that we don't alerting the quarry. So a strict contract. Here we go. Yeah. So you have to listen in their conversation again. But this time we just go back and tell Yun Jin about it, and she'll come down and sort out maybe. Yeah, I'm very happy to have been had this like little
Are you ready to start
time with Yun Jin. It's actually been very fun. I love learning more about the characters I already
Well,
like.
think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview
Yeah,
questions.
you think about that, buddy.
You. Hey, wait!
So now you have to report back to Yun Jin. Again, we always end on probably the worst possible outcome. But honestly, like, and I always get the best outcome first, because I think the best outcome is easier to get, because if you're just like, you know, if you're polite and you appreciate the character you're talking to, you will get to like the best possible outcome as soon as possible. Always.
Did you find anything out?
Well,
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
should we report it to the Millelith?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millelith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved.
Fair enough.
Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
There you go. It can't be the first time they've done this.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. You've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me.
Sure.
Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Sure, leave it to me.
Great. Thank you. The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
Cool. So we have to deliver the letter. Or just give the letter to her. Okay, fair enough. Parkour style. This is more than parkour, really.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you.
Jesus Christ,
Sorry,
dude.
but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Calm down.
Oh, what am I going to do? You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yeah, she wrote you this letter. This is gonna make her day.
Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
What does the letter say?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary.
Okay.
You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on
Get him, girl.
I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought.
Yeah, especially when you're looking for a job, it can be kind of difficult with that stuff.
I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
She's quite amazing.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
Could you lead me to their base of operations?
Well, Mr. Boye says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence. But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him now.
Let's go. I appreciate the heck out of this time of Yun Jin. For sure. So he's gone back to talk to Yun Jin? There's no way. What a silly... Well, I guess he is overconfident. He's a silly man. You're a silly, silly man.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions.
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late.
Come on, man. Come on.
So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier?
Oh, he's trying to make a story out of
seemed,
this.
Pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely.
I'm right here.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Yun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Yun, don't forget the contract you signed.
Funny, that contract is just what we came to discuss.
The Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign, it isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous. It's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Man, you're surrounded.
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close.
Again, she's so smart. She's so smart. And, like, she's actually just a very nice person.
Don't listen to her. I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Okay.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir.
You shouldn't be worried then.
But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well...
Yeah.
Not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival... Well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
I love this. I freaking love this.
I won't forget this!
Good, good. I hope you don't forget this.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Are we just gonna let him go? He'll destroy the evidence the moment he gets back.
Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
An act? Show us the way to what? Yun Jin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his head.
So good. You can see how good she is as well.
I really hope they teach these tabloids
And she loves it, yeah,
they
look.
won't forget. It'd sure make my life
Yeah,
a
stick
lot
it to the
easier.
tabloids. I see what's going on.
Yes, I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Yun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes.
Sorry, I moved the mic a bit there, guys.
Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird.
And she's still thinking about shows.
And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
I can't believe you even kept us in the dark.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their
That's the
antics
thing,
too.
if word gets around.
Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be
Oh,
out of a
no.
job, aren't I?
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
There we go.
Well, yes.
And she can make that happen.
Of course. But
For sure.
would they really
She can make it
accept
happen.
an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Yun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's
This is
play
beautiful.
2 days from
Beautiful
now.
way. But yeah, it actually was a good ending. I thought it was going to be the worst possible one. I thought we were going to leave her
Full feature
alone.
interview with you? Okay. I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
Lovely. Actually, you know what? A very good way of ending this, for sure, with that story. So we got like all like we kind of like meant to get here for that stuff. Then that's pretty cool. Technically, like I won't be playing. This is the first time in a while that I will not be playing this game until next week because I'll be doing the summer event the next 2 days. So it's very weird. But if you want my review of that whole event we just did, I think it was good. But I think like most of the events here, like they're not as chunky when it comes to story. They're pretty much just about hanging out, and they don't have like the chunkier aspects that the Haizu or the Toma stuff has, which I think is intentional. I think it's not supposed to be
Destiny has
like
brought
it used to be a different thing, right? It used to be a different vibe. Which, you know, like when I say it used to be a different vibe, it's like it used to be like just purely like the basis of hanging out. While now, I feel like the stories that we see in the hangout stories, like I said, Haizu, Thoma, you know, and other characters as well, that we've had since then are all like very chunky stories. Like Goro was a chunkier story. Well, I guess Goro was kind of like a simpler hangout too, but like with a chunkier aspects to it, like that had to do with the character as well. But yeah, I think they have changed quite a bit in my opinion. I liked it though. I liked it. The only aspects like I'm ever like, I would not like to do this, is if like, you know, like one of my least favorite things in any video game is if is exploration where like, you know, it's not fun. You know, I like fun exploration, and that's definitely what I'm looking for in games like this. Yeah. So we could do a wish. We could. But, you know, why not? Because I'm not gonna be here until next week. But then again, we should wait till we get the guaranteed Yeah. Yeah, because we're not in any rush. We'll wait to get the guaranteed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for supporting the series. My final thought on that whole hangout we just did is the fact that Yun Jin is a character who is such a good actress but wants to be seen as a real person and doesn't like the fact that she's not seen as a real person. That's exactly how she feels. And I think that's what I appreciate most about this story. And I did feel bad when we didn't appreciate her as a character either. It felt terrible. It felt really, really sad. But I think that at the end of the day, we're going to be having a nice relationship with most of the characters in this game, and we can see the brighter side of most characters. Even if there's some characters we're not going to like down the line, we can definitely see the kind of like more, we can appreciate other sides of them, I guess is the way we should put it. But for now, thank you so much to Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsters here on Patreon, and thank you so much to TieFire2, Jamie Bull, Janet Banana, The Ghost of Itazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuld, Radish, Fruity, Anusta, Malcolm Conde, V Mika, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, and Shabata Bread. And thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys for the event that I'm watching tomorrow. And then I will see you guys the next time we're playing the game will be next week again. You know, next time you'll see gameplay is next Thursday. And I hope you guys enjoy that. And then of course next Sunday, Sumeru. Wait, no, this won't be. No. I was gonna say, is this the last time I'm gonna be here? No, I was like, we should go to Inazuma to say goodbye, but no, we're gonna be there next week. Story quest. Oh, this is the summer event. Cool. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye. Actually, let's do the thing. Who can do the thing this time? Who wants to do the thing? You never did the thing. Let's go.
Eye for an eye.
Perfect.